Hello, welcome. I'm Deb. I'm a teaching artist at New York City Ballet and Lincoln Center Education, and I am thrilled to be dancing with you today. We are going to be exploring the story of the Nutcracker, which is a beautiful ballet, and we are going to be talking specifically about New York City Ballet's Nutcracker, choreographed by George Balanchine, who also started New York City Ballet in 1948 with his buddy Lincoln Kirstein, of course. We are going to create and explore and hear the story. Let's check out our agenda today. All right, we're going to have some story time. We're going to listen to the story. Then we're going to jump to exploring some of the key words that we're most excited about. And then next, we'll jump into creating with some choreography. Yes, making a dance, making a plan for a dance together with a special guest. Then we'll get an opportunity to share. We'll dance together, share what we've created, and then we'll finish with our thank yous and goodbyes. All right, let's go listen to the story. Our main character, Marie, has found herself in an enchanted forest with her beloved toy Nutcracker. Let's see what happens next. In that very moment, the ancient spell that had been cast on the Nutcracker was broken. He transformed into a handsome prince who looked very much like Herr Drosselmeyer's nephew. The prince gallantly placed the crown on top of Marie's head and led her by the hand into the starry night, beyond her house and deep into the forest toward the Christmas star. Snow began to fall, and the glistening flakes began to dance. Ooh, I want to explore dancing snowflakes today. Let's do it. Ooh, dancing snowflakes. Okay, in order to become a dancing snowflake, we have to look at a picture of a snowflake very, very, very carefully. So I have some pictures of snowflakes that we can explore. Now, you can pick one or two to play with. I'm going to pick one. I'm noticing that a lot of the snowflakes have long, stretched out lines. I'm also noticing that the snowflakes have pointed tips and flat edges. I'm also noticing that there seems to be repetition. There are a pattern of 6 lines that go out in a snowflake. Now, I'm going to zoom in on my snowflake, and I'm going to figure out how to put this in my body. So let's give this a try. Now, I need to stretch out as long as I can in every direction for my snowflake. So I'm going to tendu, which means to stretch, my arms and my legs. Ooh, maybe if I sit down, I can actually tendu every part of my body. I'm even thinking about stretching my head up to the sky. Nice. All right, so we have our long snowflake. Another thing I'm noticing in my snowflake is that it goes down and up between every long line. So I'm going to add a ballet move called balance. It goes down, up, down, up, down to capture those movements. Try with me. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And since I see in my snowflake the pointed tips, I'm going to point my fingers when I reach the top. Then down, up, down, up, down. Good. You can do it just with your arms too. Down, up, down, up, down. Make sure that it's strong and pointed. Woo, nice. Okay. Oh, also what I'm realizing is that there is that special pattern of 6. I'm going to use repetition in my choreography. So I am going to do 6 points with my fingertips to get every single point. Ooh, I like this move. I'm going to change my arms. Okay, so I start by stretching my body as long as I can. stretching my body as long as I can, and then starting my balances. Balance 1, balance 2, change my arms, balance 1, and 2 more, balance 1, and balance 2, and finish. Uh, uh, uh. Now, I want to know, what did you see in your snowflake? What did you see that was different? Did you have flat edges on your snowflake? Did you use flexed hands? Did you do balances like mine? Or maybe you sauteed to make every line that you saw. Did you do 6 sautés? The best part about making snowography, our snowflake choreography, is that it can be totally different because all of the snowflakes are totally different. Oh, I love those choices. All right, hold on to your snowflake choreography. We're going to be using it later. Get ready. Now let's visit with a friend who knows a lot about dancing snowflakes. Please welcome New York City Ballet dancer Alexa Maxwell.
I definitely do know a thing or two about dancing as a snowflake. As a matter of fact, I've probably danced over hundreds of performances of George Balanchine's The Nutcracker, and the snow scene is without a doubt one of my favorite parts of the entire production. The way that Balanchine captures the way a snowflake is shaped and moves through space is absolutely magical. Just like in real life, in Balanchine's snow, it starts out with one single snowflake flurry coming onto the stage. That's my part. So I enter the stage with very soft and subtle arms flowing in the wind, just like a single flurry would in real life. From there, the music changes, and I make two precise sharp movements like this. I think Balanchine might have known a thing or two about the stellar dendrites of a snowflake, because the way that I reach my arms quick and precise really mimics what a snowflake looks like in real life. Let me show you one more time, and then we can try it together. To the right, to the left. Good. Try it with me now this time. Very good. Remember to be sharp, precise, and extend those arms as much as possible. From there, more snowflake flurries start to enter the stage. It goes from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 8, and before you know it, we have 16 snowflakes dancing all together to make a snowstorm. We start off by doing some slower movements like this, or we even do arabesque like this. These capture the long and stretching positions that a snowflake would. I think that Balanchine also tried to capture the movement of snowflakes when he had us doing twirling motions like this, or like this. It really shows that he was thinking about real life when choreographing the ballet. Then, when all 16 snowflakes are together on the stage, we go back to the corner and we get into this position, and then we go down all in unison like this. We make an X of our arms with the front leg extending out. This X shape also mimics a snowflake. Can you try that with me? Here, down. One more time, really sharp and precise, and hold it for a moment when you get to the X position. Up and down. Very good. So now, that's when the snowflake blizzard begins.
Blizzard? Wait, Alexa, how do you do a blizzard with that many dancers on stage?
Balanchine's snow scene is so special because he allows each one of us to be very individual in our dancing, just like we all are as human beings and the snowflakes are outside. That said, teamwork is extremely important in this dance, and we couldn't get through it without the brilliant musicians playing the beautiful Tchaikovsky music and the stagehands that are up in the rafters, who are the ones responsible for bringing down the snow on us. We oftentimes hear them say things like, hit it, or let's give them a blizzard, or things like that that make us laugh when we're on stage that the audience can't hear. Every show is a little bit different, but most of the time, by the end, each snowflake is covered from head to toe in snow. Remember that part that I talked about when we all go back to the corner and we make that X position? That's actually one of my favorite parts of the entire dance, because when we're down there and we take that moment to pause, if you're up close, you can often hear us whispering encouraging messages to each other to keep going in order to get through Balanchine's quick, fast, and sometimes really tricky choreography.
So cool. All right, Alexa, if you were to make a brand new snowflake that's part you and part Balanchine, what would that look like?
I think I might use Balanchine's leg positions, but create my own arm positions. For example, you know how in the beginning I told you I went like this? Maybe I'll keep Balanchine's legs and create my own arms to make more of an X position. So I might do something more like this. That's one thing I'll do. Maybe instead of doing an arabesque with the arms like this, like I showed before, I'll use the same X feeling and I'll go like this. Maybe also when things start to get fast, I'll pick up pace in my feet and I'll do motions like this to show that it's really picking up the pace. But in between the slow movements in the beginning and the faster movements at the end, I think what we should all do is take a moment to pause in this position, and if you feel like adding some encouraging words, you can put that in there too, but make sure to whisper because we don't want the audience to hear. So in the middle, we'll go down, keep going, and then we'll continue moving fast. But it's snowing outside here, so I think maybe I will go outside to really get the blizzard effect.
Oh, that was so cool. All right, now, my dancers at home, let's try our own mashup. Are they the strong, long Balanchine legs whoosh, with your own snowflake arms on top? Give it a try. Ooh, now what does it look like in a blizzard? Does it start moving faster? If the wind is nice and calm, and then the wind starts picking up and picking up and picking up, how might your move change?
Thank you, Alexa, for dancing with me today. That was so much fun. Will you teach us your New York City Ballet bow?
So after all the dancing is done, at New York City Ballet, we have a very special way of bowing that's different from other ballet companies. Mr. Balanchine created his own way to bow. And at New York City Ballet, you don't keep your foot pointed like that. Instead, you soften the point shoe and then we come up. It's a very special way of bowing and very near and dear to my heart. I can't imagine bowing any other way. So let's try bowing like that together. Up, down, up.
All right, everyone, let's do our own final snowflake bow. Hands breath in, let it go. Thank you for dancing with us today. I had such a great time. Make sure to check out the rest of the Nutcracker adventures and keep creating.